Imagine living in a fascistic state in a not too distant dystopian future where the government controls everything and surveils everything down to your mental health. And then all the thrilling twists and turns that can be involved in such a story. Today, we're talking about Baby Blue by BIM ERIKSSON. Stay tuned and watch this video until the end. And we're back. My name is Taylor. This is Taylor Talks Comics. Thank you for joining me. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below with your thoughts. All those things will help the YouTube algorithm put my channel in front of people's eyeballs that don't know my channel exists, and that will help me a lot. I'm on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and I need your help. So this week, Fantagraphics has put out 3 awesome books. Beat It Rufus by Noah Van Sciver. I put a overview of this on Monday, so check that out. Santos Sisters by Greg and Fake. I put a video about this out yesterday. And then today, we're talking about Baby Blue by BIM ERIKSSON. Try to improve my lighting here a little bit. Bear with me. Okay, so this is BIM ERIKSSON's first debut full-length graphic novel. She's had her work appear in some anthologies and things, and she's a great follow on Instagram, showing what kind of project she's up to. I believe she's Swedish. Yes, she's based in Stockholm, Sweden. But this is a beautiful collection. I just want to show off the design and everything. You can see with the lights, all the cool, like, kind of holofoil cover we got going on in the title treatment and on the cover image. And the spine has a similar treatment. Baby Blue, a happy face, BIM ERIKSSON, and the Fantagraphics logo. And then the back has all these faces, with some of them different, and that's a little part of the inside of the story here too. We do have some great French flaps here with a little explanation of what's going on in the story. In the back, we have a self-portrait of BIM ERIKSSON herself on these French flaps. This book was designed, I think, because this has been translated in 7 different languages. So the design credit goes to Callie Mattinson and BIM ERIKSSON themselves, and then Fantagraphics, Justin Allen Spencer. So I think this is like based on a previous design in a different language, and Justin Allen Spencer had it translated, put together, and put it into the Fantagraphics kind of output. I don't know if anybody knows any translations that look similar to this, but regardless, I want to credit the designers there. So here's the opening title page. We get here. Here's all the credits. Special thanks to Tucker Stone for sending me out this review copy from Fantagraphics. This project was supported by the Swedish Arts Council, which is really cool. So I think they gave BIM ERIKSSON a grant in order for her to finish this. Melissa Bowers is credited with the translation. And we get these in papers here, or title pages. So then right away you meet your character here, who her name is Betty, but she then eventually becomes the code name Baby. And right away you can see this artwork. It's done in this, like, it looks like risograph kind of style comic where it's like all blue ink on white paper. I don't know if someone let me know in the comments if you know this, but I don't know if this has been translated in another language. Or sorry, if it appeared, I know it's been translated in another language. If it's appeared in other anthologies as like mini comics and chapters from this have been pulled and put into, like, I could see this being done as like a risograph mini comic parts of this, but I digress. You can see in this fascistic state, so capitalism still reigns supreme. But these weird outfits and things. I think I've seen her artwork compared to Mia Romanova, who has a book coming out later this year. Another book coming out later this year from Fantagraphics. Also, it reminds me of Eric Zeftoft a little bit too, who did Spa. I have a overview of that book as well. But regardless, it's still a style unto itself. Like, I can still pick out BIM ERIKSSON's style right away, just after reading this, and it definitely pushes the envelope of surreal artwork. And it's amazing to me that Fantagraphics has this history of surreal cartoonists that push the weirdness with like Charles Burns' Black Hole and a lot of things that Dan and Klaus was doing in 8-Ball, like a Velvet Glove Cast in Iron, is one of my favorite surreal kind of horror comics. I know this isn't like horror, I would say this is more like thriller. But regardless, the art style and the subject matter, when you have people like Eric Zeptoft and BIM ERIKSSON pushing the envelope of what surreal can be in art comics, and then you have people like Simon Hanselman, Josh Pettinger, even like just like this newer class of Fantagraphics cartoonists is really pushing it, and I love that. So, anyways, while we get into the story here, I think it takes place in Sweden. I don't think it's ever very clear about where it's taking place, but regardless, it's in a fascistic state, this dystopian, not too distant future, where the government's surveilling you, very 1984-esque, and Baby here is seen crying in public. She sheds a tear in public, and one of the police officers is like, "We have to take you in." And this is one of the police state people. So take her into this health facility where they're going to monitor her. And she has no idea what's going on. It's this very weird experience. And there's like, this lady's trying to be nice to her and explain like, what are you feeling or whatever. And then they hook her up to this thing, which is just such a weird, like surreal thing right, that's going on here. We're hooked up all to these tubes, and you can see it puts a smile on their face. So it's like this medicine they're pumping into these people. And she has no idea if this is good, if they're like trying to take care of her, or if it's like or they're trying to suppress her emotions or anything like that. She has no idea what's going on. Then she meets this person right here, wearing this bunny mask, and Barina is her name. And she's trying to talk her into what's going on, tell her what the real story is. And she leaves her this box. Such weird things happening here. They even put a sticker on you. But Betty then finds out that this box has an eyeball in it. And based on the eyeball, she then puts it into her baby doll. And you can see here, it looks like a camera. So why would this person that's trying to befriend her and tell her what's happening to them is not normal, giving her this camera eyeball? So it goes on, and she finds out that Barina is part of the resistance that's trying to fight against the government. And they wear all these weird masks, and they have these code names. And she doesn't know exactly what they're doing, how their clandestine organizations kind of ran. All she knows, and she doesn't know who to trust, because the government's telling her one thing, these resistance members that seem kind of shady are telling her another thing. And the whole story, that's kind of the pitch I want to give you, and I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to reveal too much based on that. But there's so many twists and turns throughout the story that you're going to meet. So what some of these characters are up to, what they're not up to, who to trust, who's telling her the truth, who's lying, all these things. It's wild. There is some drug-induced aspects to it too. She has friends that are outside the resistance trying to tell her another thing. And again, there's so many twists and turns, and the artwork is beautiful. Again, it's like the surreal nature of the figure drawing, but then like the backgrounds and everything are just so very realistic and detailed. I had an absolute blast with this. It's one of my favorite things I've read in a long time. I love weird comics. I love surreal comics, surreal movies, stories in general. Ones that just make you feel like a little bit uncomfortable at times, but also just starts to do things that are different and weird. And that's definitely this story in spades. So if you're into weird comics like I am, I think you'll enjoy this quite a bit. But again, here's the resistance fighting against the police state. And I don't want to tell you much more than that, like I said, but I hate to keep repeating myself, but so many twists and turns and stuff, and the way it finishes and concludes. There could be more stories told in this world that I'd absolutely love and adore. But BIM ERIKSSON's definitely a cartoonist that's on my radar now. I'm going to buy anything she puts out that's translated into English. And I hope that Fantagraphics continues to translate more. Thank you guys for watching. Again, check out my videos on Noah Van Sciver's Beat It Rufus and Santos Sister by Greg and Fake. Fantagraphics had a big week this week as far as releases. So check out all those videos. Give them a thumbs up, comment on them. Let me know if you're going to pick up any of these. Comment down below on this video. Let me know what you think of BIM ERIKSSON and Baby Blue. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I need your help. But most importantly, keep talking comics.